Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Enjoy English Talks, where every conversation helps you learn. I'm Judy.
Hello, Judy. Hello, everyone. I'm Jake. How are you today, Judy?
I am great today. I talked to my brother last night on the phone. We talked for almost 1 hour. It was so nice. And you, Jake?
I am good, thank you. I talked to my sister Anna, too, on a video call. She was in her kitchen making dinner.
She was cooking and talking at the same time?
Yes, she does that a lot. She was chopping vegetables and telling me a funny story at the same time.
That is impressive. Chopping and talking. Very talented.
She is very talented, but I worry about her fingers.
You know, Jake, family is a wonderful topic for today.
Family? Yes, I love talking about my family.
In episode 6, we learned how to introduce our families. I have a sister. My mother is a teacher. Today, we go deeper.
Deeper. More words, more stories, more feelings. Today, we are going to learn how to really talk about your family in English, who they are, what they are like, and how they make you feel.
But first, we have a small request.
Yes, if you like our podcast, please click the like button.
Please subscribe to Enjoy English Talks.
And share this episode with your friends and family.
Thank you. It helps us so much.
We love our listeners.
Okay, now let's start. So, Jake, we already know the basic family words. Mother, father, sister, brother, parents. But there are more people in a family, right?
Right, like my grandmother and my grandfather.
Yes, your grandparents. Your mother's mother is your grandmother. Your father's father is your grandfather. Together, grandparents.
I love my grandparents. They live in a small town in Poland. I don't see them very often because I am in London.
Do you talk to them?
Yes, I call my grandmother every 2 weeks. She always says the same thing. Are you eating enough?
My grandmother says the same thing. Did you eat? Are you warm? Do you have a coat?
All grandmothers in the world ask the same questions.
It is the universal grandmother language. Now, your parents have brothers and sisters too, right?
Yes, my father has one brother. His name is Tomek.
Your father's brother is your uncle, and if your father had a sister, she would be your aunt. A-U-N-T, aunt.
Uncle and aunt. Uncle Tomek. I like him a lot. He is very funny.
And does Uncle Tomek have children?
Yes, he has 2 children, 2 boys. They're younger than me.
Those boys are your cousins. C-O-U-S-I-N-S, cousins.
My cousins. They are teenagers now, but I remember when they were very small.
That is sweet. And do you see your cousins often?
Maybe 2 or 3 times a year when I visit Poland. What about you, Judy? Do you have cousins?
Yes, I have 3 cousins. We aren't very close now because we live in different places, but when we were children, we played together every summer.
Every summer. That is a great memory.
It is. Okay, so now we know grandparents, uncle, aunt, cousin, and there's one more useful word, relatives. R-E-L-A-T-I-V-E-S. Your relatives are all the people in your family, close and far.
So my parents, my sister, my grandparents, my uncle, my cousins, they are all my relatives.
Exactly. And one more, siblings. S-I-B-L-I-N-G-S. Siblings means your brothers and sisters.
So Anna is my sibling, and your brother is your sibling.
Yes. Do you have any siblings? Is a very common question in English.
Do you have any siblings? I have one sibling, my sister Anna. I like that word.
Good. Now, let's talk about what your family members are like, their personality.
Personality. That means how they act and how they think, right?
Yes. Let me teach you some useful words. First, patient. P-A-T-I-E-N-T. Patient means you can wait calmly. You don't get angry easily.
Patient. Like my mother. She teaches small children every day. She needs a lot of patience for that.
That is a perfect example. And the opposite? Strict. S-T-R-I-C-T. Strict means you have clear rules and you follow them.
My father is a little strict.
When I was young, he always said, "Finish your homework before you play."
Every single day?
Every single day. But he was also very loving. He just wanted me to do my best.
That is a good balance. Strict but loving. And there's another important word, caring. C-A-R-I-N-G. Caring means you think about other people. You want them to be happy and safe.
My mother is very caring. She calls me every week and asks, "Are you eating well? Is your apartment warm enough?"
Even though you are almost 30 years old.
Even though I am almost 30, she still worries.
That is what caring means. Now, tell me about Anna. What is she like?
Anna is funny. Very, very funny. She sends me messages with jokes. Sometimes I am on the bus, I read her message, and I start laughing. People look at me like I'm crazy.
Laughing alone on the bus. That is the best kind of funny.
She is also kind. She remembers everyone's birthday, and she always sends a real card, not just a text message, a card with her handwriting.
A handwritten card. That is special. What about your father, besides being strict?
My father is funny too. He talks to his cars. He gives them names. His current car is called Blue Monster.
Blue Monster. I remember that from episode 6.
Everyone remembers Blue Monster. Now, tell me about your family, Judy. What is your brother like?
My brother is funny, just like Anna. He sends me funny videos every day, short videos from the internet. He knows exactly what makes me laugh.
A personalized comedy service. Nice.
And he is kind, too. When I moved to a new city, he drove for hours to help me carry boxes.
That is a good brother. What about your parents?
My mother is very caring. Every time I call her, the first thing she says is, "Did you eat?"
Did you eat? That is the same as my mother.
The universal mother question. And my father, he's quiet. He doesn't talk a lot. But when he says something, it is always important. He's the kind of person who listens more than he talks.
The kind of person who listens more than he talks. That is a beautiful way to describe someone.
And he shows love in a quiet way. He doesn't say, "I love you" very often, but he always fixes things. He always makes sure everything works.
He shows love by doing things, not by saying things.
Exactly. Actions, not words. Now, a fun question. Who do you look like in your family?
Look like? You mean who has the same face?
Yes. When people see you, do they say, "You look like your mother," or "You look like your father"?
Everyone says I look like my mother. The same eyes, the same smile.
And your personality? Who do you act like?
I act like my father. We both love to make jokes. We both work with our hands, and we both talk to things.
Talk to things?
My father talks to his cars, and I talk to my computer when it is slow.
Come on, computer, work faster.
Exactly that every day. What about you, Judy?
People say I look like my father, the same face shape, the same eyes, but I act like my mother. I worry about people. I want everyone to be comfortable. I already ask my friends, "Did you eat?"
You are becoming your mother.
I know, and honestly, I'm proud of that. She's a wonderful person.
And everyone listening, you can use these phrases. I look like my mother. I act like my father. Very useful for talking about family.
Yes, and you can mix them. I have my mother's eyes, but my father's sense of humor.
I have my mother's eyes, but my father's sense of humor. I like that sentence a lot.
Now let's talk about things you do with your family. Traditions.
Traditions? What does that mean?
A tradition is something you do again and again, every week, every year, every birthday. Tradition. Tradition.
Like eating cake on your birthday?
Yes, that is a tradition. Do you have family traditions, Jake?
Yes, when I'm in Poland, every Sunday my grandmother cooks a big lunch. The whole family comes. My parents, my uncle, my cousins, everyone sits around a big table.
A big Sunday lunch. That sounds wonderful.
The food is amazing and everyone talks at the same time. It is very loud, but it is the best part of going home.
I love that. My family has a tradition too. Every birthday, everyone calls and sings happy birthday on the phone, even if we are in different cities.
Everyone calls and sings?
My parents call, my brother calls, my cousins call. By the end of the day, I've heard happy birthday 5 or 6 times.
5 or 6 times. That's a lot of love.
It is, and it makes me happy every single time. Do you have a tradition with Anna?
Yes, every Sunday evening we do a video call. We call it Anna and Jake Sunday. We talk about our week, sometimes for 20 minutes, sometimes for 1 hour.
Anna and Jake Sunday. That's your tradition with your sister.
It is my favorite part of Sunday. What about your brother?
My brother sends me a text message every morning, just one word or one sentence. Sometimes good morning, sometimes a joke, sometimes a photo of his breakfast.
A photo of his breakfast every morning?
Every single morning, even on weekends, even on holidays. He never misses a day.
That is amazing. A small thing, but it means a lot.
It means everything. It says, I am thinking of you every single day.
Small traditions are sometimes the most powerful ones.
I agree. You don't need a big event, just a text, a phone call, a Sunday video chat. These small things keep a family together. And that brings us to some very important words. The first one is close. When we say, I am close to someone, it means you have a strong relationship. You talk often, you share things, you understand each other.
I am close to my sister, Anna, even though she's in Poland and I'm in London.
See? Close doesn't mean you live near each other. It means you feel connected. Connected means you still feel like a team even when you are far apart.
Connected. I like that. Anna and I are connected.
And another useful phrase, we get along well. Get along means you are friendly with each other. You don't fight, you enjoy each other's company.
I get along well with my sister. We never really fight. We just talk and laugh.
That is wonderful. Not all siblings get along so well.
That is true. Some people fight with their brothers or sisters a lot.
And there is one more important word for today, miss. When someone is far away and you want to see them, you miss them.
I miss my family. That is very true. I miss my parents. I miss Anna. I even miss Max, my dog.
Living far from your family can be hard.
What do you miss most, Judy?
I miss eating together. Everyone around the table, talking, laughing, sharing food. My apartment is peaceful, but sometimes it is too quiet.
I understand that feeling. But we can still stay close. Phone calls, video calls, morning text messages.
Yes, family isn't about where you live. It is about how you stay connected.
How you stay connected. That is the lesson of today.
Now let's practice. Imagine you meet a new friend. They ask you, tell me about your family. What do you say? Give me facts, give me personality, give me feelings.
Okay, here I go. I have a small family, my parents and my sister Anna. They live in Poland. My father is a mechanic. He's funny and a little strict. He loves his cars. My mother is a teacher. She's patient and very caring. She calls me every week to make sure I'm okay. My sister Anna is younger than me. She's 24. She's funny and kind. We are very close. We video call every Sunday. I miss my family because they're far away, but we stay connected.
That was wonderful, Jake. You gave facts, personality, and feelings. Now ask me.
Judy, tell me about your family.
I have a small family too. My parents and my younger brother. My father is quiet but strong. He loves hiking and nature. He shows love by doing things, not saying things. My mother is very caring. She always asks me, "Did you eat?" My brother is my best friend. He's funny and kind. He texts me every morning. I am very close to him. I miss family dinners, but we call each other every week. Family is the most important thing to me.
That was beautiful. I feel like I know your family now.
And that's the goal. When you talk about your family, share one small story, one detail that makes them real. Not just, my mother is a teacher, but my mother is a teacher who is so patient she never raises her voice.
Details make people real. I remember that from episode 6.
And it is still true today. Okay, let's review.
Yes, let's see what we learned.
Today, we talked about family, how to describe the people you love.
Yes, we learned new family words: grandparents, uncle, aunt, cousin, relatives, and siblings.
Good. And we learned personality words: patient, strict, funny, caring, and quiet.
And relationship words: close to, get along, and miss.
Perfect. You remembered everything.
I learned a lot today.
I loved talking about this with you. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Thank you so much for listening to Enjoy English Talks.
Yes, thank you, everyone. It was fun.
Please subscribe to Enjoy English Talks
Give this episode a like.
and share it with a friend.
Now we have a question for you today.
Yes, please leave a comment below.
Tell us, who are you close to in your family and why?
We would love to read your answers.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing your English.